What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing NBA coaching news, and that is from the Los Angeles Lakers. And man, what an absolute soap opera this has been. Now, the Los Angeles Lakers and UConn's head coach Dan Hurley has been in talks with maybe getting him from UConn to actually coach the Lakers. That's what I'm hearing is a possibility. From so many other, avenues and speculations, it's saying that the Los Angeles Lakers, ever since the firing of Darvin Ham, have been keeping close tabs, and actually this has been their choice first and foremost once the coaching search began. So Dan Hurley, obviously we know, back-to-back championships at UConn, a very intensive coach, somebody that I believe is being looked at by a lot of other teams, but the Los Angeles Lakers is definitely zeroing in on him specifically. As far as contracts go and the details, from a few sources that, are throwing numbers out there via social media and things like that, we're seeing somewhere in the realms of 8 years, $100 million for a coach. And no stretch of the imagination is that anything to sneeze at. We're talking about $100 million, and that number is a very, very big number for a head coach, right? I don't look at the number, so to speak, right? The money is the money. I look at the years. Now, having a LeBron James on what I would think is his twilight seasons, with whether it be this year or next year, right? I believe LeBron James doesn't have too many more years left in the NBA. You look at LeBron, you look at AD, and you look at the rest of the roster. I think if you're Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka, you're playing the long game here. You're playing the game where you're saying to yourselves, it may not be this year. It may not be next year. It may not be year 3 with Dan. Now, that is what I'm thinking. Hiring him as a coach, that's what you're telling not only your fan base, but also your team. LeBron James has spoken to the effect that no, he doesn't decide, and his decision isn't solely based on the hiring and the firing of coaches and things like that. I believe if the Los Angeles Lakers are going to hire Dan Hurley, they're going to draft Bronny James, with the contingency that LeBron James is there. You use Dan Hurley to develop Bronny, and you move on from there, right? Now, is that the case? I don't know, because I'm hearing, rumblings about Bronny and Phoenix also. But that's another story. Right now, when I look at the Los Angeles Lakers roster, and the teams that they lost to the last 2 years in the playoffs, that being the Denver Nuggets, is Hurley going to be the end-all, be-all to make that roster better? No, that's a job for Rob Pelinka. You still have Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, Austin Reeves, guys like that. Malik Beasley, guys like that. Oh, excuse me, they don't have Malik Beasley anymore. Excuse me, but you look at guys that made an impact over this past season. I was replacing, in my mind, I was thinking Malik Beasley, but it's actually Taurean Prince. Same player, different name, right? But when I look at the Lakers, I look at Dan Hurley, Could it be a match made in heaven? Maybe. We're talking about a 2-time back-to-back college coach champion, which will be coming into the NBA, whole different animal, whole different beast. We're not talking about, 30 plus, 35, that many games, 40, games like that. We're talking about an 82-game season. And if we're dumping in the playoffs, 90 plus games, if you're lucky. In-season tournaments and things like that also, right? But when I look at the landscape of the coaching carousel that is the NBA, and I'm saying to myself, well, the Lakers, there were rumblings about JJ Redick and his availability to be able to be hired by the Lakers because of the relationship that him and LeBron do share. I don't know if they want to go out on a limb and go that far, because that's a very, very far limb of a coach that doesn't have any coaching experience, and you to be a first-time head coach of a team that's polarizing as the Los Angeles Lakers. When you look at the landscape of LA sports nowadays, right? The Lakers always are going to be the Lakers. But you have other teams in the Los Angeles sports market that are, right there, just as polarizing. You have the Dodgers with Shohei Ohtani and, but not to get off a topic, when I think about Dan Hurley and I think about the Los Angeles Lakers, I think it's a long game that they're willing to play. I don't think they want to go from Frank Vogel and them winning a championship, ultimately firing him. Well, excuse me, even before Frank Vogel, you have Luke Walton. That didn't work. You go to Frank Vogel, championship, but you ultimately fire him. You move on to Darvin Ham. He gets you to the Western Conference Finals. And then the next year you're swept. You fire him. So I feel like the Lakers don't want to get into the mix of always trying to find that coach to get it done and get it right year after year after year. Now, is Dan Hurley, the end-all be-all to decide what that will look like in the future? I don't know. But like I said, if Hurley is the new head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers, that is a long game play, because what I'm hearing is 8 years, $100 million. That's you guys saying, okay, we think this is the right guy as we go forward into the future of what our team may possibly look like. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Los Angeles Lakers fans, NBA fans, basketball fans, or if this is just your first time tuning into the channel, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.